Good morning, children, and welcome to all of you in new session 2021-22 and in new class 11th. Dear students, in class 11th, there are two books. The first book name is Hornbill and the second book is Snapshot. These two books have been prescribed by CBSE. Apart from these two books, there are some chapters which you have to study in grammar portion. I want to tell you the chapters are determiners, tense, voice means active voice and passive voice, transformation, models, preposition and conjunctions. These chapters are given in grammar section. Or in writing portion, dear students, certain topics you have to study: notice writing, poster writing, advertisement and invitations. After that, in long writing, dear students, letters, formal letter and informal letter, report writing, and apart from these chapters in writing, you have to study article writing also, speech writing as well as debate writings. I want to tell you, dear students, that there are not any prescribed book for grammar portion and for writing portion. The teacher will teach you all the chapters given in syllabus in detail. The same thing will be in writing portion also. And there are only two books that has been prescribed by CBSE. One is Hornbill, means reader book, or second is Snapshots, means that supplementary. Dear students, your paper pattern will be also something slightly different. There will be three portions of your paper. The first portion will be reading portion. In that, unseen passages will be given, or in that, dear students, you have to do note making also. That is the part of reading portion. Or the second portion will be writing and grammar. Or in that, dear students, you have to study all the chapters which I have discussed, which I have told you, and grammar also, the second portion. And the third portion means section C will be, that is the literature portion, or in that questions will be from your Hornbill book and from your Snapshots book. Dear students, you should arrange these two books. These two books are very, very important. And today I am going to teach you very important thing, or from this topic in your literature section 2 marks question will surely and certainly come. So you have to keep in mind that this particular chapter is very, very important. That is figures of speech. I will start literature portion and I hope that you will arrange the books in 2-3 days, or then I will start the literature portion. But this particular chapter is very important, dear students, that figures of speech. You must have read in previous classes also, but once again we have to discuss this chapter. I want to, dear students, I want to tell you first of all the definition of figures of speech. A figure of speech is a remarkable way of saying something. A figure of speech is a remarkable way of saying something. It is a form of expression that intentionally deviates from the ordinary mode of speech for the sake of more powerful, pleasing and distinctive effect, special effect. Means in the figure of speech, dear students, the writer or the poet use this special technique to create a special impact in the mind of readers. Or he used to do such tricks and techniques, he used to apply deliberately, intentionally, to create an influence, to create an impact, and to make more the speech and that content more powerful. Dear students, there are many figures of speech, but certain figures of speech we have to focus today. I am just telling you, number 1 is simile, number 2 metaphor, number 3 personification, number 4 apostrophe, hyperbole, oxymoron, alliteration, repetition, refrain, onomatopoeia. So these 10 figures of speech you have to focus especially, because the questions in your class comes especially from such these portions, these figures of speech. So once again, first one is simile, second one metaphor, third one personification, fourth one apostrophe, fifth one hyperbole, next oxymoron, next alliteration, next repetition, next refrain, and last onomatopoeia. I want to explain one by one, dear students. First of all, about simile. So simile is a figure of speech in that two different objects are compared to each other by using as and like. Dear students, once again I am telling you the definition. Simile means likeness. So simile is a figure of speech or is a poetic device in which two different objects are compared to each other with the help of as and with the help of like. As and like. Dear students, I want to give you example. She is as clever as fox. Here comparison is there. Likeness. He means she is a girl and fox is an animal. But on one point there is a likeness, there is a similarity. She is also clever, or she is as clever as fox. Or life is like a dream. Here life is like a dream. One more example. Her face is as white as snow. So here both are the different objects are there, but on the issue of whiteness, they are saying her face is as white as snow. Dear students, he is like a lion. He is like a lion. So here comparison is there. How he is as brave as lion. He roars like a lion. See different examples. He is like a lion. Simile. He roars like a lion. Simile. He is as clever as fox. He is as intelligent as Einstein. So in all the examples, dear students, you are seeing that there is a likeness, there is a comparison. And on one point, the both objects, the compared objects are same, similar. Dear students, the second one I want to tell you, that is a metaphor. So metaphor is a poetic device in which two different objects are compared to each other, dear students, without using as and like. Suppose life is a dream. Here comparison is there. It is called hidden simile also. This metaphor is called hidden simile, dear students. Comparison is there, but hidden comparison, hidden. It is called hidden simile. So life is like a dream means simile, or life is a dream means metaphor. The world is a stage, or the world is like a stage. If the world is like a stage, then it is simile. If the example is the world is a stage, then it is metaphor. Dear students, comparison is there. So I want to tell you that metaphor is a poetic device in that two different objects are compared to each other without using as and like. Comparison is there, but without using as and like. Mr. XYZ is Virat Kohli of our school. If Mr. XYZ is like Virat Kohli, then it is simile. If Mr. XYZ is Kohli of our school, then it is metaphor. Dear students, so it is all about simile and metaphor. And the third one, that is very important, dear students, that is personification. Personification is a figure of speech or a poetic device in which non-living things or inanimate object or dead things work as a living being. Work as a living object. Once again, personification is a poetic device, dear students, in that non-living things or dead object or inanimate objects, they work as a living being. They behave as they are alive. Dear students, suppose I am giving example. I am clock, I tell you time. Here clock is non-living things, but it is speaking here. I am clock, I tell you time. I am brook, I come from hunt and corn. So here brook is a small river, but it is speaking here. One more example I want to tell you. Here experience is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher. Here experience is, we cannot see experience. It is an abstract idea. We cannot touch. We have not seen the shape and size of that experience. But experience is working as a living being. How? Ram can be best teacher. Syam can be best teacher. You can be best teacher. A person who is teaching can be best teacher. But how experience can be best teacher? Another example of personification. Opportunity knocks at the door but once. Opportunity knocks at the door but once. I have hand, I can knock the door. You have hands, you can knock the door. But how opportunity can knock the door? We can see opportunity. Opportunity is a living being. But here opportunity is working as a living being. Last example of this personification. Love is blind. How love is an abstract idea? A person who is having eyes can be blind, but how love can be blind? But here in this sentence, love has been personified, or it is working as a living being. It means love has eyes, so it is blind. So whenever non-living things are inanimate objects, or abstract ideas, or dead objects, they work as a living being. Then there will be personification, dear students. And the fourth one is apostrophe. Apostrophe is a poetic device or figure of speech, dear students. In this, we used to call non-living things. We used to address non-living things as they are alive. Again, apostrophe is a poetic device. In that, we used to address, we used to call non-living things. Example: oh west wind, you are so powerful. Wind can hear us, but we are addressing. Dear students, oh clock, please tell me time. Clock can listen me? No, not at all. Oh death, please sit beside me. Death can listen me, but the speaker is addressing in such a way that particular non-living thing is a living being. So in apostrophe poetic device, dear students, we used to address, we used to call non-living things as a living being. Or in personification, non-living things work as a living being. Difference between personification and this apostrophe. So this is all about today, dear students. In next video, I will explain you remaining portion. Thank you, dear students.